Ah, more things. So we've been asked by a few people why it is we're doing what we're doing. I want to just clear that up with you real quick. Lucy and I moved to Devon a couple of years ago with the idea of buying some land and building a cob house on it. Cob is traditional building materials made of straw and clay. A lot of old cottages all around Britain are made with cob. And February this year, as happened with a lot of people, we lost our jobs due to a bad boss and COVID. So we decided to start our own business, doing what we were already doing before, but trying to set up a business in this kind of environment isn't so good. And Universal Credit, who we went to, because apparently they can help with such things, were worse than useless. They said originally that we were eligible for an enterprise scheme, and that we could have up to £1,000 a week to start our business. So we thought, brilliant. And we'd have a call in 2 weeks. In that 2 weeks, Lucy and I set up the company and we got our first customer. So when we had that next call 2 weeks later, they told us that we were no longer eligible because we were doing too well, which was a gut punch. But they did tell us that there was the British Business Bank and that they would give us some money as well. So I spent a good month or two going back and forth in meetings, putting together business plans. Oh, here's Lucy. Woo! That's a good power pose. Yeah, putting together business plan, financial forecasting, all that malarkey. Went through everything, got accepted. Until right at the end, they asked whether part of our revenue stream was commission-based, which part of it, little part of it is. And we got denied. And it really set us back. So, we had some horrible life choices to make, and that was to downsize from the beautiful 4-bedroom lovely house we had in Chudley and move into a horrible little tiny pokey flat with our daughter. But we decided that we didn't want to do that, and we didn't want to give up on the dream of our land and animals in and new building in Devon. So we decided to become digital nomads. So we set up the company. It's all registered in London. And we decided to work on the road, but the price is the same as we'd be paying in a little pokey flat, but instead we get to go to place. We're in a disused quarry in France at the minute, and if you look really closely we can see the lesser spotted Lucy. Nice. So yeah, we've decided that we're not going to give up on the dream, and we're not going to give up on the timeline. We're going to live that potentially frugal life, what we would have spent in a pokey little flat, miserable, and instead turn that negative into a positive and travel and do our work on the road and save up the money that we want to. So when we come back to England in a couple of years' time, we've got a nice big chunk of money. We can buy the land outright and start building. So it's all about turning a negative into a positive, and it's really, really positive. We're having a great time, and we've decided we're going to start WWOOFING. You ever heard of that? So it's eco building. So we're going to a project in Belgium end of this week, for 2 weeks, where we're going to be working with Hempcrete, building some eco houses with 4 other families. There's a little monkey. And then 2 weeks after that, we're back in France again on a project called the Tree of Life with a chap called Vincent and his lovely other half. Vincent. Where we're going to be learning about growing plants, vegetables, all that kind of jazz. But the good thing is you get fed at these places and it's free accommodation. So again, we're saving money, and we're learning about what we want to learn about anyway, because these are things we want to do when we get back. Yeah, we're still traveling, we're still having fun, and we're doing it on a shoestring. There is a monkey. But that's what we're doing and why we're doing it. So yeah, we've just made the decision we're going to start WWOOFing to save even more money and learn about different building materials and what we can do when we get back.